Welcome to the high country of Colorado. This here creek where we take our water out. This is where it all begins on our irrigation path. This is the head gate. We take our water out of the creek here. The rest of it goes on down to the river down below. The elevation we're at right now is about 9,000 feet, give or take. And this is our head ditch. This is the swift water portion of our head ditch. As you can see, that water's moving pretty good. And that's the head ditch. The water on its way racing down to our farm. We can put it on the hay fields. Down below here, I'll show you another spot. That's the weir. That's our next stop on this little jaunt. That's right, you guessed it. Another one of those crazy videos. Well, this one here's about water. How it makes the high country green. And how it's the lifeblood of the western slope of Colorado. Now that little picture you just saw was the weir. And that weir is how we tell how much water is going down our head ditch. Looks like it's just about on a 7 right there. That probably works out to around 3, maybe 3.5 cubic feet a second. So that's our second stop on our irrigation story here at the weir. So now we're going to get on our trusty irrigation conveyance vehicle. We're going to go on down to our main head gate at the top of the place. See you there. Welcome back. That right there is where the water comes out of the high flow pipe coming down from the top of the ditch there at the top of the mountain. This is where it first pokes out after a trip of about, what might be 1.5 miles or so. About a quarter of that is in pipe, as the lower portion of the ditch that we had to pipe, we were losing a lot of water through the side of the ditch through subjugation seepage. But that's the head ditch coming down. This is our first head gate grate. This first green grate you see is catching debris floating down the ditch. All the dead leaves and sticks, whatnot, coming down the ditch, catches it so it doesn't go into our pipe system. This runoff on the left, that's the people's water on the other part of the mesa here. That's the lower half of this water company, this ditch company here in Colorado, Paonia, Colorado, where this water is filed on. This one on the right is our water, and it has the first #1 decree of runoff water and irrigation water from these two head gates. Control the entire flow for everything that I'll set on our portion of that 3.5 to 4 cubic feet a second of water. What's coming in here right now is probably more like 3, maybe 3.1 cubic feet per second of water. Hi there. Well, here we are down at the lower end of the fields, down at the very bottom of the place, setting what we call a tailwater. Now, even the tailwater here in Colorado is very important. You don't just let water run back into the waste ditch and go back to the river without using it as many times as you can to soak your land. This piece of ground right here is the lower west field, and that's what I'm setting right now, is the tailwater. So making sure that my ground is soaked before I move the set on up further onto the field and make it green. we'll walk up here and show you where the water's coming from and show you the main part of this irrigation system. And you might be able to already see the water spouting up out here, out of the gates and the gated pipe. This gated pipe, you can get it in various diameters. This happens to be, I believe, 8-inch. So we run the water into it, and these pipes have gates on them. We open these gates to a certain amount, to whatever amount we want to flow down the ditch, down the row, each one of these gates. So that's how it's all done. Fairly easy. You can open and close these gates, make more or less flow as you want. Simple and efficient. That's how it's done. And now you know the short story of irrigation in western Colorado, as brought to you by your friend Charlie Two Dogs. See you next time.